Up a little bit. All right, so still working on a solution for that, but it shouldn't shake now. So I got that taken care of, but it's still not right where I want it to be. This camera. I got the shelf built, but I gotta put in an L bracket. Large piece of wood really to kind of solve the problem. What's up, everybody? So, this is really interesting. Well, here we go. Get my reference open. Well, all right. So I told Brandon last week that I write I do writing, whatever writing, game cave, whatever I do, between 8 and 10. He goes, all right, cool. And again, he calls me at 9 o'clock. Further proving the man just does not pay attention. We had a whole conversation about it. I call him back, he's not there. So sort of like he feels like he calls, and he checked in. That was enough. Whatever. All right. So we're gonna get an hour's worth of color pencil in here. Alright. Okay. That open. Hey, what's up, dude? The what? You can do plenty of detail digitally as well. I mean, really, it's selling original art, you know. The whole point of this. I just did my recent cover digitally, but yeah. I don't know, man. You know? Easy approach there is. I start with good, and easy just comes with, you know, efficiencies. Hey, what's up, Big Nine? For me, it's about people being able to own a physical piece of art and have it on their wall, or, you know, versus buying all their art, you know, at Target. Yeah, I got this camera now so you can see close. I got it on. I had to make a custom rig basically attached to my wall so I can prop it close to the image, you know. And I bought the newer version, so it's like 15 megapixels. So you're seeing more than I used to, right? So one of those little Christmas gifts I got for myself. I spent the last month trying to get to work right. I've been told that a lot. I don't seem to have one way. You know, just depends on what I'm trying to do. There's a lot of crossover though, you know. There's some crossover with the way I do saucies to this in a fashion. What I'm saying is these cameras. I got the Blue Yeti, so that's what I'm talking on now. But yeah, so it's nice that the camera doesn't wobble now when I'm drawing, but the shelf I got isn't really seated into the wall the way I wanted it to. So I'm just gonna go get some lumber and an L bracket. Oh, look at that, Brandon's here. Hello, Brandon.
Hey.
Yeah, I told you I write between 8 and 10.
Ah, sorry, I forgot. Long day. My bad. I'm gonna write that down.
I'm not even in my room when you call, so.
Gotcha. 8 to 10. Rob's writing.
Is the Blue Yeti affordable for me? I got it on. I got the black one was like 200, but I got it for 120 because it was on sale. Is it affordable? Not really. It's just it's a commission. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I just invest in this, you know. For I don't know why, you know. It's not like it helps the YouTube grow any. It's kind of like so I've been using for my website my Tumblr, right, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the theme I have built into there is slowly breaking as time moves on and Tumblr upgrades and the theme doesn't, you know. So
right.
I've been thinking like, this is a ticking time bomb. One day it's just gonna shut down. So I got one of my contracts through ArtStation this past year. So they have a deal. It's like $72 a year, and they can do on top of their ArtStation site. It plugs all that info into a website that you can just. So if you go to Sketchcraft.com right now, you'll see it looks similar to the Tumblr, but that's actually ArtStation. I just put the money down.
Nice.
And got that all set up last night. So, but it's cool because at the top it says buy my stuff, and then it says videos, watch the videos right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I can customize all that. So it's pretty easy to find shit. You know, and live streaming. I think I put a live streaming link up there too. So, but what's cool is when you click on those images, it then goes into all the whips that I put into the ArtStation. So all the work I've been doing over there is just going to transfer over. You know what I mean? Like.
Mm-hmm.
So when you click on the picture, it doesn't jump to DeviantArt or nothing. It actually goes into the different whips and stuff. So pretty cool. Hey, thanks, John. Appreciate it. So that's what I was doing last night.
Yes, yes. Lay down.
And then I'll get some stuff in the store this week. Because the store's out of stuff. It sucks because I just put in an order for some stuff. And then I'm like, oh, I can get this. Oh, shit. You know? Like I didn't... Every time I order stuff, man, it costs me shipping, you know? Because I've tried printers out here and they're kind of... They suck. So I'm just going through my old printer in San Diego. Because I know the guys, you know? I got to call them up. Hey, what's up? Like, oh, we missed you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they're cool.
The ones I've used before that you've sent me to.
Yeah. People are like, who? And I'm like, I'm not sending anyone because when they don't go right for you, then I have to hear about it.
Right.
I got a fan on the Tiger Man. We're always chatting, but he was like, he posted a comment yesterday. He was like, hey man, who do you print? I'm like, I can't do it.
Right.
I was once told that by a publisher, the guy who runs IDW now. When he was running 8. I was like, hey, who do you... he's like, I don't do that. I can't tell. I'm like, well... I'm like, is it a big secret? He's like, no, see, what happens is I have a good experience with them, but when you don't, then I have to fucking catch shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, you know, that actually happened to me. Not but a year later, so I feel it. They're all pretty much the same. It's just who you enjoy working with, you know?
Right. That's why I didn't say the name. I remember you telling me about that, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna say the name.
Yeah. I mean, I have to constantly correct these cats too, so it's not like any printer's better than any other printer, you know? It's just who you enjoy working with. So, but the shipping's nuts. Anytime I ship anything, it's $20. Anything. One print, 50 prints, $20. So, if I miss a shipping round, I'm like, well, that's gonna have to wait. But yeah, spend another $20 to have something shipped. Yeah. Oh well.
I had another eventful weekend at the vet. Gamora, you remember how she broke her toe on New Year's Eve?
Yep.
So, well, her toenail real bad. So I looked down on Saturday night. I was just looking at it, and I'm like, it's infected. So I had to take her to the vet, a couple hours, and then they're like, yeah, we're going to put her on antibiotics again. Now, if she has valley fever or there's a mass under it that the infection doesn't take away, we'll have to either do surgery or amputate her toe. And the doctor said it just so calmly, like it was nothing. She was like, yeah, so, if we can't get it out, then we might just have to take the toe off. So we'll lay out some payment options for you guys. And I'm like, whoa, take her toe off? She's like, well, that's like worst case scenario. I'm like, you said it so calmly. I'm like, I was like, make it sound graver. Like, fuck. So they gave her we got her on some antibiotics, and she's like super needy right now. Like she's laying underneath my feet by the art desk. So that was fun. And they're like, yeah, so, and like we have like the basic pet insurance or whatever, it covers like visits and small things. And they're like, yeah, here's a pamphlet. If she's gonna have to have surgery, you're gonna have to get some better insurance. I'm like, fantastic, thanks. Real nice vet place. The people are super nice, but it was just like, fuck.
No, I haven't played Implosion yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to work gaming into my schedule. I have some time blocked in every day, but like anytime you block that time and you're like,
Right.
That didn't happen today. It takes like, anytime you make plans to do something in a regular, it takes like 2 weeks just to kind of get anything going, so it's the way it is. That's why we're like, hey, what's going on with this or that? I'm like, yeah, just give it 2 weeks. It'll all start to work out, So.
With the Valkyrie cover where you did all the colors in like 10 hours or something.
Yeah.
You want me to just upload that as just one video, right? One digital color video?
It's already uploaded. I have to do
right.
a thumbnail.
No, I'm saying thumbnail and just label it.
Yeah, it's one. How are you going to cut it up?
I just didn't know if you were going to do like a cut up or a speed thing or yet.
Yeah, I always do a speed later. No, just
Okay.
post it like normal.
Will do.
People should know how long it takes.
Forever.
So, how long it took. I was hoping 6, but that didn't happen.
You gotta go. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. She's gotta go out to use the bathroom again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's go.
How do I get used to sitting in the chair for a lot of hours? Get up every 2 hours for about 15 minutes and then sit back down. And I replace seat cushions every 6 to 8 months or so. Yeah, you should be standing up every 2 hours at a minimum just to get the blood circulate back to your feet. I also have a cushion on the floor that I prop my feet up on so they're elevated. Yeah, but a pillow's not going to provide lumbar support, so I get cushions designed for it. I mean, you're young, but believe me, give it 20 years.
All right, I'm back.
Later, dude. So, interesting times on Facebook, right? So,
Always.
there's a shit storm going on right now between like the guy I happen to, I won't say no because I never met the dude, right? Never talked to him on the phone, never met him in person, but we've been friendly on Facebook for a number of years because he's private service and no, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess from what I've been able to gleam off the conversations, he decided to go on a rant the other night about transgenders and DNA and, you know, oh yeah, right? You know, Brandon, the shitstorm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, and then they're like, he's transphobic, and then he posed, you know, disabled vet loses his job for having an opinion, and I'm like, now, first off, you know, man, like, the minute I hear that, I'm like, you ever see the movie The Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
You know how, like, anytime something doesn't go Walter's way, he brings up Vietnam?
Right.
And the Lebowski, so the dude goes, remember he goes to that one scene, what does this have to do with Vietnam?
Right.
You know? I mean, they're at the bowling alley and the score's wrong, and it's like, my friends didn't die in the muck for, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, first off, You know what I mean? Like, this has nothing to do with you being a veteran, so just chill the fuck out with that, you know? Second of all, there's transgendered soldiers in the military, you know what I mean? So I don't know where you're going with like, I don't even get the logic with this one, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, and you want to bring up, I mean, like, just have some fucking compassion, man, you know? Like I don't get it, but I don't have to get it, because quite frankly, you know, they got a fucking hard life, bro. Could you imagine, like, if you woke up tomorrow and you were 100% certain you were a woman? I mean, like, you'd have a real fucking difficult time, bro. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, the last thing you need is some fucking asshole on the internet just coming at you with science, you know what I mean? When I'm pretty certain that 9 out of 10 of those people that want to claim science also fucking doubt we, you know, they don't want to count all the fucking chimpanzee DNA we got, and... You know, they want to tell me the Earth was made 10,000 years ago and there's no such thing as dinosaurs or some shit like that, you know? Or that Jesus was friendly with the raptors or some fucking nonsense, you know?
Right.
I mean, how hard is it to have some compassion? You know? So he throws himself in the conversation and now he's getting attacked. It's like, they're attacking me. The SJWs. And I'm like, oh, shit. You know, like... So I just unfollow everyone. You know, I'm like, I gotta unfollow. Yeah. Best thing to do, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know? I mean, I grew up... My mom's best friend was gay in the 80s, dude. Grown man, you know?
Mm-hmm.
First song I ever remember hearing was... Another One Bites the Dust by Queen on the radio when it came out. You know what I mean? Like...
Mm-hmm.
Like... my mom made me very aware how tough they have it, you know? And then the AIDS scare and everything else, and... Fucking, you know, I had a friend that was a man who identified as a woman in 1999. This guy I went to high school with, you know what I mean? But not a feminine-looking dude, Brandon. Very close to Shrek in terms of build, you know? And so I was like, fuck, dude, that dude's he's got it rough, you know?
Right.
But, I mean, hey, you know, if it makes you happy, great. You got a right to pursue happiness. I just don't get the fucking... I don't get it, you know? I don't get it. They're like, they're going to make me call them... Who's making you call anyone someone? Who made you do it?
Right.
You know? Well, you know what college is. To you or to someone else? I just want to know. You know? Like, it happened to you? You're not Jordan Peterson, right? Okay. I'm aware of the fucking issues. But, I don't know. It's just, man, I just don't get it. I don't get what they're going with this. Then they get all mad, obviously. Disabled. That's the one that kills me. I'm like, what does this have to do with being a veteran? You know? Since
he's just trying to say, don't pick on me, but he's picking on other people.
Yeah. You know? They got a constitution. You took a right. If you're a veteran, you took a fucking oath to defend the Constitution. They have a constitutional right to identify as a man or a woman. It's case closed. I mean, if that's where you want to go with it, bro, it's just there. I'll go check I got my fucking soldier's code. Where is it? My wallet isn't around. I still got it. I still got my fucking general orders, you know, and the soldier's code and shit like that. It's like, come on, man. You know? Stay the fuck out of shit you don't even have a fucking... I mean, don't you... This guy has kids, you know, he's suffering from some PTSD. I'm like, don't you got enough fucking troubles? You gotta jump in a conversation you don't even have a... I mean... You know, what if it was your son, dude?
You don't have a dog in the fight, yeah.
I mean, what if it was your son? Then what? It's kind of like, you know, like when those guys are like, hey, man, I'm all for, you know, women's rights. I got a daughter now. I'm like, did you need a daughter to know, you know? You all came from a mother, right? I don't know, man. You know? Let's have some compassion, dude. I think it's much harder to have a lack of compassion than it is to be compassionate, you know? As a human.
Yeah.
I just really feel that way, you know? So it's like, I think people have to go out of their way. Rather than just owning up and saying, man, I did a real stupid fucking thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's, you know... But, you know, you'd have to eat the shit, and in 6 months, no one would fucking remember. But now, then Bleeding Cool jump in. And, you know, then you get to live forever with the shit, right? Like, like, dude. No, you said it. Was it Colin Cowherd used to say that, right? Remember? You said it, own it.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that one. It's like my uncle, man, wants to fucking sit there and run off about, tell the ills of socialism. The ills of socialism. Meanwhile, this fucking dude, no job for 30 years, everything he gets is paid for by the fucking VA. His housing, he's got an assistant, you know what I mean? He's fat as shit, doesn't do anything, lives on radio stations, free everything. And he's like, ugh. He's like, well, I earned that. I'm like, you did 3 years. I mean, name one fucking program anywhere in the world where you do 3 years and you get fucking medical and services for life. Name one fucking program, bro.
I can't think of one.
Right.
Otherwise, I would have done it.
Yeah. It's like, he's like, well, you get those things too. Yeah, I don't fucking run around shoving it in front of people's faces, asshole.
Right.
I mean, I love my uncle, but get the fuck out of here, you know, with this nonsense. Every other first world nation has a fucking healthcare system, but this fucking country, you know? And I've lived in other countries, man. You go, well, it's fucking horrible. It isn't. They just tell you that. It isn't as horrible as this. Trust me on that one.
Right.
You know? Shit, go live somewhere. You'll find out. Well, the one time I was in the country, it didn't work out for me too well. But you had a chance for it to. Unlike here, you're fucked. My buddy Joe, he's fucked. You know, his body turned on him. Evil. You know? He's got more money in medical bills than I do in student loans. You know?
Yeah.
How's he going to shake that? He's just never going to be able to buy a house. Right? There's a society we want to live in. That's how are you supposed to be able to pursue happiness with that over you?
Yeah.
But you know what? Lack of compassion. People don't want to have compassion. Those fucking lazy guys shouldn't get sick. He's weak. Ooh. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
That's what I hear, Brandon. Until it's their turn, and it's feel bad for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen every one of those motherfuckers. When I was in the army, every one of those fucking dudes, when I got injured, would be like, you're a broke dick motherfucker, bro. My name became Broke Dick for 2 years, dude. It's 2 years Broke Dick. Broke Dick, Broke Dick, Broke Dick. Until they had an injury. Then, man. I gotta, you know, you watch them hamming up and shit on the medical van. Oh, man, I got this. It's a P2 profile. You know, I gotta get invasive surgery. You know, like, that was so funny, man. Every one of them. I just want to go back to the days when we were worried about the robots killing us all. Can we go back to that? I like the robot threat. The robot or the skeletons. Skeleton war or robot war. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's easier. The only villain left to fight is the demon within ourselves. You know? It's hard. This country doesn't believe in those things. It literally believes a divine force is going to come down and save them all. When has that ever happened? When has that ever happened? I'll eat my shoe the day that happens. I really will. I'll boil that fucker right up. Make some stovetop to go with it too. Fuck it. And I guess that fucking artist from Marvel Draws Cable decided to fucking... I don't know what he was doing, dude. He tweeted some shit about how the X-Men are SJWs, or... I don't know. They're Jews. I don't know, Brandon. Like, I'm just like... Artists out their fucking mind. Like, you know?
Right?
What the fuck? This generation. This generation just feels the need to just get drunk and type away. I don't even have those thoughts, man. I don't know. I don't relate to any of it. My friends would have those dark shit. Like, I'd be hanging out with my buddy that I grew up with when we could first drink in the army. And he'd get drunk, and then the evil side of him would come out. I was like, who is this guy? I've known this dude since the 4th grade. Shock and disturb me. We stopped being friends. You ever see me get violent on you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, no. Weird, man. So I finished that cover. And people seem to like it. Except, haven't really heard from the guy who bought it. The only person who hasn't commented. He downloaded the shit. So I don't know. Some of the fans on the Twitters were like, I bought all 5 covers. I'm like, hey man, that's fucking awesome. Thank you.
Right.
Tell the dude you like mine the best. I don't even, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even,
Right.
I just like, fuck it. Even if it isn't, just say that shit. I don't care. Let's bring this forward.
Right. Yeah, she's looking cool. And I could see so much more with these new cameras too.
Well, it's not just the camera, it's the fact that it's much closer. You know? But it is a higher pixel rate than the other one. The other one was 4 megapixels and this is 15, so you're getting more.
Oh shit. Just a little bit, right? Just
But it's also much closer too, so you know, which helps.
yeah.
Because digital zoom just adds compression. Make sure you're centering those images when you post anything as a thumbnail. Some of the heads you've been posting recently are off-center.
Okay.
They should always be centered. How many times I have to say that? Did you write it down? Right there. Post it. Well, hopefully tomorrow I'll be streaming during the day. So commissions will still be this time at night, and then I'm moving one of my contract jobs to when I'm done with this here. So, because they like to come into work and see what was done. So. And then I'm going to alternate. So I'm going to do contract work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Game Cave in the same time slot. Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I can start to move forward with that in terms of design. Because I can't. I made this. I tried to work some design into my writing time, but I'm like, I need to write every day for 2 hours. It doesn't fucking matter what I'm working on. Like, even if the layouts are done, there's always other shit to write. So it's like I can't be doing art during writing time.
Gotcha.
And if I'm like, oh, I'll do it on the weekend, everything's gonna get pushed to the weekend. You know how that goes. Like, I'll do that Saturday. Yeah, sure. Everything's planned for Saturday. What I really need is some of these projects to be done. So, but if I don't touch Game Cave layouts for another 6 fucking months, I'm just gonna have to go through this headache again, you know?
Right.
I'm like, what am I doing? How do you do this? Because they're fucking hard. And when PowerPrint is done, I'll move Game Cave down. I'll put something in that slot. Always got a bunch of stuff to do. Always got more stuff to give myself to do. But I want to make this commission time. I'm just going to take easier commissions. I'm going to be like, color pencil head sketch, you know.
Right.
Definitely going to up the rates on full figure. I mean, not by much, just because I want to make it available to anybody, you know. Because what happens is then you just end up dealing with like the same 24 collectors. You know, there's these guys that go around collecting stuff. So, someone was asking me the other day on the YouTube, they're like, hey man, when are you gonna get an art book? I'm like, hey man, when I finish one of these fucking Kickstarters, I'll think about starting another one. Yeah. Could you imagine? I'm gonna start another Kickstarter. That would be great. You know, like I don't got enough to finish, Believe me, I'd love to do it, but can't start another fucking project. Well, you know, then you're going to have to do a sketchbook every year. The fuck I am. There'll be one and give it a few. You know?
Right.
I think at a minimum 2 years. You know? At a minimum. Well, you know, so you go to the cons and you sell the books. Nope. What? Nope.
If only it was that easy.
Yeah, you know, I'll just go, make a lot of money. I could do my... be rich and famous. Sure. I'm gonna sit my ass right here and collect fucking fame on the internet, you know? It's the cheapest fucking thing I can do. I'm done with the fucking crazy... Oh, I gotta run around fucking the country, and even the Vegas thing's getting to be... Where are we at with that one, by the way? Did you talk to them about the placement?
Yeah, I talked to main guy, and I just told him, you know, that you've been telling him all the stuff we said about being published and everything, and he said when we get closer, when they're about to start doing the things, to email his guy again. So. You know, what he tells me and what actually happens, you know, we'll see.
Didn't sound very reassuring.
Well, it's like a lot of times when I talk to him, if it's not close to the time that I need something, he forgets because he does all those different cons. But it's been like when I got close to the last, I think it was Las Vegas or Phoenix show, one of the ones where it was like last minute. He got me before we booked a room last. So the year before, he got me a hotel for super cheap through the con stuff. So, you know, that was before me and you roomed together. So he comes through when it's like, hey, right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely considering still not going.
I'm okay with that.
I want to put up the fucking... I don't want to take 15 commissions. You know, Brandon?
I get it.
That's basically it. I have to generate 15 commissions to cover bases, and I'm like, I don't see the point. You know?
Right.
I'm not going to make enough money going to that fucking thing. It's gotten less every year, you know?
Right.
As it expands, Rob makes less. That's how it works. Well, if you just had a wider variety, and if you got stickers and buttons and vinyl figures and metal prints and skateboards and fucking dudes, you know, get your own Sketchcraft drones you could sell, dude. And you could fucking like sticker all your art on the drones, like.
You know, you say that, and a year from now, or someone's gonna hear this and they're like, you know what? Fuck yeah, drones, man. Let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, where you at? I'll just drop it with my drone. Or drop.
Man, I could take 15 commissions on the internet and just go to Vegas with my wife. And not have to do any of that shit. You see, Brandon? I could just be
I see how it is. You're gonna replace me with your wife? What the fuck?
I know, right? I know you like to identify as my wife, but doesn't make it necessary.
Only when it benefits me.
I just don't see the point. I made so little at that con, you know?
Right. I get it.
I had to drive 13 fucking hours one way, you know? And the minute you get into Vegas, you're like, holy shit, I'm gonna die. These fuckers drive crazy.
Yes.
It's worse in LA, the traffic, dude. The traffic in Vegas is like, you know when they're really afraid of the freeway in the Matrix 2?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they were trying to go for. They didn't pull that off in the movie, but...
Close enough.
And what's going on part 2?
Hey, part 2.
I mean, if Eric Larson can't afford to go to conventions, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
You know, Rob, it's the whole thing. Ryan tried to sell me on it. You know, he said, well, you know, you do this and that. I'm like, Ryan, I'm not doing any of that. You see this piece of art here that I spent 100 hours on? Are you doing that? He's like, no. I'm like, there you go. See? We have different levels of acceptance. You know? I like to sign up for a different kind of trouble. You know? How many hours? 50 to 70, somewhere between there. Somewhere between 50 and 70 on that one. Could have been, yeah, somewhere around there. The printed issues came in. Ooh, let me see if I can raise this a little bit. So, yeah, you can see.
Oh, nice.
Came in. All right. And what's cool is, I think the, I think I touched the lens a little bit. Let me clean that off. That's better. So, yeah. So that's the actual issue. And then what's cool about this is from France, right? It's all in French and shit. It's dope.
Uh-huh.
And then there, when you open it up, look at that. Les artistes de la cuve. Yeah. Yeah, that's that whole thing in French.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
It all worked out. That's the dude who hired me, Vincent. Good guy. So the subscribers apparently get the text-free version. So printing's nice. You can see all the shit. So came out of it.
Yeah, it looks like good quality. Like paper and cardstock, all that.
Yeah,
Like even through here.
they put the effort in. Yeah, I mean it's nice when it's overseas. I like the overseas. And it's one of the reasons why I miss play. You know, every month I had shit in shows in stores. You know,
Right.
it was nice to walk into any fucking whatever 7-Eleven and be like, "There's my shit." You know, I get when Mike and those guys be like, "Oh, I'm fucking in comic book shops." Like, yeah, I'm in every 7-Eleven nationwide, bro. Like, yeah, just go right in there. Let's go walk in there. Let's get the fucking Slurpee and let's buy something from Rob. Like, it used to be so much fun. I remember my buddy Joe, you know, was ignoring me one day, and I was like, you know, let's just have a conversation. So we're walking around. We walked into a bookstore, and I just walked up to a shelf and pulled out a book I knew my shit was in. I'm like, take this book, for example, like this. And I just opened it up, and my art was in there. I'm like, see? And he didn't even know that I had done it. He's like,
Right.
that's your art. I'm like, yeah. See, Joe, what I'm trying to tell you is you don't fucking listen to me. One of us is in the store, and the other one ain't. I'm trying to bring you with me on the journey. You don't want to go. I don't know why. He's like, pride, man. At least he admits it. He's like, it's just pride, dude. I'm like, it's your fucking problem, not mine. Don't ever say I didn't try.
Right.
I don't even know why I care. I shouldn't, right? I should be like, you know what? I don't care. But I have compassion, Joe. Oh, Joe. Brandon, I have compassion. I'm a compassionate man.
Just care about me, the wife. The
yeah,
dog,
I care,
the
but,
dog,
you know, I also,
dog.
you know, I care, but, you know.
To an extent. To an extent.
Comes with a price. That was fun.
Yes.
They have another magazine, and they're going to run that same piece as a fold-out poster, so that's cool, right? They asked me permission first, because they can't afford any more money. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, dude. Just make sure I get credit. Whatever. Send me a poster. Money in publishing just isn't what it used to be, Brandon. You know?
Right.
But I like them, so. And they're always complimentary, and thank you, and you're awesome. You know? That's how you fucking talk to people you hire. Unlike some other people I know that just give me the money and leave. Like, whatever.
Part 2 says, so, how about that amazing Comic-Con in Vegas? Just kidding.
I know, right? Hey, man, I wish it was amazing. For me. It's amazing for some people. The fact is, man, if you're going to do these cons, you got to kind of plan your business around doing, like, several shows. You're not making your money back at one con. You need to, like, do several shows at a minimum. You know, you buy your inventory once, kind of adjust as it flies, you know, as you sell or don't sell. but you're pretty much lugging the same inventory around the country, and I'm not going to do that, you know? So, I'm not good at it.
I start off.
Right.
I'm not good at it, quite frankly. I hate the airport, you know? I hate all the rights we've lost. I get very angry when I go there, you know? Because I'm a veteran, you know? Like, what's this have to do with Walt? What's that have to do with Vietnam, Walter? Well, I mean, not directly, you know? Not everything's about Vietnam, Walter. Not directly. So, I was hoping it would just be worth going. Nah, my wife and I'll go, but man, dude, I can't do shows and hang out with take my wife to dinner. I can barely go to that shitty buffet with you.
Right.
You know? Nice. I liked it when it was at that Southgate hotel. When they moved it to inner city.
Wait.
Fucking.
Scotty, one last time for Scotty Young. I don't think he's ever been at the amazing Vegas cons. Or was he at the last one and I just couldn't afford it?
I don't know,
Sketch
Brandon.
from him?
I don't know who was there.
I didn't get to leave the table.
I don't know
remember.
who goes to these cons. I get to my table and sit there.
You know what? Oh no, you're right. You're right, part two. He was there, and I remember it was like I didn't have money to buy a sketch. Was it a lot? Yeah. I remember one con I wanted to get something from Roberto Ramos, a sketch from him, but I didn't have anybody watch my table and I couldn't leave.
Well, Joe was working at that comic shop back in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like to find the new talent, right? And that con, I just got back from Comic Con and I picked the book of the show was this book called Hero Bear and the Kid by who was the fucking artist? Oh God, Mike Kunkel. And X-Men Unlimited was doing these like little mini stories with different artists. And issue 37 came out, and Scotty Young did this. Carrie Andrews did this cover. Carrie Andrews wrote this story that featured his art, and then Scotty Young's art, and then Josh Middleton, and Mike Kunkel. And I told Joe, I'm like, this is a landmark issue. And he, this is before Spider-Clan. You know what I mean? But this dude right here, Scotty Young's going to be a big fucking dude. And this Josh Milton guy's gonna be big bug. Carrie Andrews, dude. Joe was like, "You're fucking whatever, dude." You know, it's one of the many things I call it, Brandon. You know, so fast forward to 2004 when I attend my first con, bought a table at the Long Beach con, and sitting two people down from us is Scotty Young. I'm like, go tell him how that X-Men 37 wasn't going anywhere. Joe was like, come on, man, why you gotta... let's go talk to him. That was a con. He started doing those commissions. You seen him like that Poison Ivy, that really cartoony one he did? Like that was there. I watched him do it. Yeah. It was that kind of stuff. Before he went all Tim Burton. X-Men Unlimited issue 37. Go check it. So that's gonna do it for tonight. Tomorrow during the day, I'm gonna work on this for 3 or 4 hours. The goal is 4, but sometimes my workload bleeds over. But yeah, and we should be done by Wednesday. Super stylized, man. That's how I like my comics, man. It looks like a fucking comic book. It's not super stylized. It's like a motherfucking comic book. This is right before Ultimates hit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole comic book landscape went to, like, you know, proto MCU. Yeah, so this shelf is not the best. I have to get a block of wood and I'll block it into the wall because this shelf's not gonna cut it. So, but it's good enough for now. At least it's not wobbling while I'm coloring.
All right.
So, baby steps. I'm gonna get that done this weekend. All right. So I'm hoping I get most of this, if not all of her, done tomorrow. And the only thing I have left to do is screw with the background. So that's the goal. Then I can ship this fucking thing off and be done with commissions for a while. What else? When this is done, I'll be using that time to work on Darksiders. So I popped that open today, and now I'm just trying to make decisions over how I want to illustrate it. So, given my recent work on this cover I just did, I'm like, do I want to give it a shot digitally, or do I want to print it out? I do not know yet. We shall see. So I'll be back on tomorrow during the day around, I think 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight. That's what I'll be on, from 2 to 6 Mountain Daylight. That's where I'm going to be. We're going to try to see how, I mean, I figure 1, 2, I should be able to get her complete. 99% certain, but you never know. All right, everybody. Brandon. Be sure to check out the morning podcast playlist. A lot of good info there, tips and stuff I give. And if you guys want me to talk about doing art tips soon or anything, just leave me a comment or a message, and I will definitely check that out. We got new stuff going up in the store soon. Other than that, man, I guess we're going to have to do a Black Panther cast, right, Brandon, when that comes out?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon's, what would you call that, versus? Right? Or you say something, and I say... Should be fun, right? Right, Brandon?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Later.